Hey, welcome back. I'm Wes Wood, the Income Guy, and today we're looking at 4 financial lessons learned from the coronavirus. So lesson number 1, expect the unexpected. Now let's talk about lesson number 2, be flexible. And when I say be flexible, I don't mean a financial plan that you can change on a whim. I mean a plan that is modified based on changes in your life. And as we've talked about, the pandemic was a life-changing event for many, many people. Millions lost jobs. Some had to change their goals, delay their retirement, or even retire early. And some realized that they were carrying too much financial risk. And when things like that happen, it's important to have a financial plan that can adapt to your new goals, your new needs, and circumstances, of course. And investing for income is exactly that kind of plan. In fact, the pandemic provided a good example of how flexibility keeps your income strategy viable even in the face of big market changes. For instance, when the economic recovery strengthened earlier this year, long-term interest rates took a big jump. And that did create some headwind for some income investors due to the inverse relationship between bond values and interest rates. When rates go up, bond values go down and vice versa. However, the effects of the headwind were greatly minimized by many income portfolios through diversification and active management. In addition, income investors who wanted to lower their risk during the pandemic were able to, while those who wanted to increase their risk as the economic recovery happened, they were able to make that change as well. That's the kind of flexibility you want in a financial plan, and it's the kind you get with investing for income. And coming up, I'll talk about 2 more important lessons from the coronavirus. And those are, do not ignore estate planning, and be sure you have a plan for retirement is holistic. But right now, here's your chance to order your copy of my timely report, 7 Risks to Your Retirement. And it's free with your retirement income kit, and it's all yours by visiting retiretv.com or by calling my office directly at 615-826-5749. But now let's welcome back income specialist David Scranton. Hey, welcome back, David.
Yeah, Wes. You know, I think it might be worthwhile mentioning to your viewers that, having flexibility doesn't mean changing direction every time the wind blows in a different direction or they get a hot tip. In other words, it's not about flexibility for changing things willy-nilly, because you want to stick to a long-term strategy if you can, but it's having the flexibility to change if you have to, but not willy-nilly.
That's right. Yeah, not willy-nilly. A lot of times when people are constantly changing their investment portfolio, when it's based on emotions, just because the market's dropped, they get scared and sell, for instance. Many times that's going to create underperformance. That's not the way to invest. It is a good idea to maybe commit to a particular plan, but when we think about flexibility, we think about flexibility when it comes to your portfolio. And that can change. The flexibility may happen when there's opportunities out there, right? When the coronavirus hit, it gave us quite a bit of opportunities to buy into, and we were able to take advantage of those. When interest rates spiked, and it created some headwinds for some of the fixed income markets like bond funds or bonds, then it was a good idea to be diversified and flexible to mitigate that and keep the interest and dividends relatively good while going through a little bit of a headwind with the income model. So being flexibility doesn't necessarily mean with a plan. It just means to be able to take advantage of opportunities as well as perhaps lower some risk when things get troublesome.
And having that flexibility to be opportunistic, yeah, it's important in a growth-based model, because if you think something has more growth potential than another, you want to be able to make the change. But your crystal ball may not always be right. But flexibility is even more important with the income-based model, like you talked about for a bit, because that's not a crystal ball issue. And if you want to engineer inflationary increases for your clients, then that flexibility is more important in the income world than it is in the growth world, right?
That's exactly right. With inflation, that's something that we definitely look at because as time goes on, cost of goods and services are going to go up, and for folks more on a fixed income that need the interest and dividends from their portfolio, we need to make sure we've got some types of positions in that portfolio that we can be flexible with when investing for income to give us more perhaps income down the road for our clients. So what happens a lot of times, though, in my industry is that a lot of people just set it and forget it, if you will, and just sell a plot of goods and services and investment products and never really do anything with it. And that just, quite frankly, doesn't work in the income model. It's good to have it managed, good to have it serviced, good to make sure that you're making adjustments inside of that portfolio as a money manager to keep up with the ever-changing economies that we're finding and we're seeing right now.
It's funny, in a recent show we talked about being a fiduciary, and I don't understand how somebody could be a fiduciary if they don't have flexibility built in their clients' plans. So if you have these 5 or 7 cookie cutter portfolios that an advisor is, working legally under the auspices of a fiduciary, but just putting you in one of those cookie cutter plans and setting it and forgetting it, to me it almost seems like, this fiduciary rule we talked about recently needs to account for that, because that's not really acting in the best interest of your clients.
No, that's right. And there's a lot of advisors out there, I hate to say it, but are acting, as if they're a fiduciary, but really just using cookie cutter portfolios, in my mind, isn't a true fiduciary in the best interest of maybe somebody's clients. A lot of advisors may do a simple risk tolerance questionnaire, ask a couple of questions, and pick from one of these cookie cutter portfolios. And a lot of times those cookie cutter portfolios are just set it and forget it. Maybe it's a 50-50 mix or 60-40 mix or 70-30. I'm sure a lot of my listeners now and people that are watching this show today have heard that before. But as a true fiduciary, it's better to really sit down with the client, understand what their needs, their goals are, their risk tolerances, and then with them customize a portfolio for their needs. And with that, always be talking to their clients, reviewing their clients, and making those adjustments based on their particular unique situations or to what's going on out there in the financial markets and in the economy. That's right, Dave.
Yeah, it's funny. I just had a call just a couple days ago with a client who's a retired doctor. I don't know. I think his wife got tired of him sitting at home. She kicked him out. He went back to work. And, all the income we were generating now, we need to close down the faucet and reinvest it for a while because they don't need it anymore. And, things change, right? There's even a commercial where the guy comes into his financial advisor and says, change of plans, right? It happens all the time. You see it?
It does. It happens all the time, even with folks that are well into retirement. But good point, Dave. And thanks again, and you stick around. Coming up, I'll talk about 2 more important financial lessons that we've learned from this coronavirus. Hey, I'm Wes Wood, the Income Guy, and you're watching the Retirement Income Show.
Retirement accounts like 401ks and IRAs are great tools to save for retirement. They offer tax advantages to help keep more money in your pocket. But withdrawing money from your accounts can have a huge impact on your tax liability. Take money from the right account at the right time and you could minimize it. But taking money from the wrong account at the wrong time could result in a big tax burden. If you're not sure what you should do with your 401k in retirement, visit retiretv.com to schedule a free, no-obligation conversation with Wes Wood and Wood Financial Group.